Two words for you. Walton Goggins. It's the Y'all Show. We're back here. I'm Jon Rawl. And yes, are you familiar with that term? Are you familiar with that name? If you're not, you need to be. Because Walton Goggins, not Walter, but Walton, is absolutely on fire. And we're here at the Y'all Show to give him his proper credit because we love it when a Southerner does well. So if you don't know the name, maybe you know the face. There's Walton Goggins, a soaring Southern actor. And he's everywhere, and he's been everywhere. And I love this guy because he's doing it all with his Southern style and Southern voice. And that's what we love the most. And as an actor, of course, he can shift down and get rid of it to some degree, but it's still with him. And for that, we love you, Walton. We do. And we love what you're doing. So I'm going to go through his sort of resume, his sort of history. I mean, the guy's been doing this for 35 years at least. He's 54 right now. He'll be turning 55 later this year. Born in Birmingham, spent his first few years of life in the Birmingham area, but then ended up going over to the Atlanta area. And I guess that's where he would likely call home, is the Atlanta area, but has been just on a roll. And he's so versatile. He can do comedy. He can do the serious stuff. He's on TV. He's on commercials, which is one of the reasons that I'm telling you about him today, is because I can't escape Walton Goggins now when I cut on TV. And you know the latest commercial he's pitching? And he's got the perfect name to do it. Sam Walton's company has him now being a spokesperson for Walmart. Yes, he's the Walmart guy. And that's in addition to everything else he's got going on. Just doing great. So let me show you a little bit of Walton Goggins in action. Yeah, he's a late night darling. You can see him there on a lot of the talk shows and stuff. He is a regular. But also you can see him doing various pitches, like this one right here, for example. He's been on so many shows. I love what this person is. I can't believe this was from his Instagram and not in the official magazine site. I don't know where that's from. I mean, this guy is constantly working. And of course, with his hair and his look, he gets some teasing from time to time, like this person saying, "Pretty sure my son looks like Walton Goggins." Yeah, I would say there's a resemblance for sure. Yeah, pretty neat. Walton Goggins keeping it going. Now, if you check out his IMDb database, where they have all the various info on people, you can see that he's, according to IMDb, known for the work he did in Justified, The Hateful Eight, and Predators. Now, those movies are all more than a decade old. But going down at his work, I mean, I honestly, me personally, not know or care what I think about. I first got to know Walton Goggins with what he's doing on a comedy side on the series on HBO, Vice Principals, where he's alongside another incredible Southerner. I guess in Vice Principals, he was a character named, what did it say there? He was vice principal there at the school with a Southerner, Georgia, North Carolina native. Danny McBride is the star of that, but Goggins was a co-star. But they just did such great work there on Vice Principals when that was out on HBO. But a lot of good fun stuff coming from those guys on that particular series. But again, he's been in the drama side of things with his acting career. And then he's been involved. Lee Russell, that's what I was trying to pull up, the character that he played in Vice Principals. Filmed in Charleston, South Carolina, by the way. A lot of Danny McBride's work there. Jewel, or where he's a televangelist. That series also shot in the Charleston area. I guess he lives there full time, Danny McBride. I don't know where Walton Goggins lives full times, but I'm sure he has no problem coming back to the South to claim a spot. But yeah, Walton Goggins is a guy that has been quite busy, and we wanted to give him a little praise here today because we are always on the lookout for people doing great things in the Southeast, and he's definitely a guy that caught our attention, and we felt like he needed to get the love and praise of the Southeast here. But as I said, it's the small screen, it's the big screen, it's the commercials and more that Walton Goggins finds himself on this week or this time of year. Right now, for example, he's on a TV series called Faultless, The Writers. He's been in Invincible, another TV series. If we pull up our IMDb database one more time, I can show you some of these series that he's on. Faultless, Invincible. He's on a lot of series. Fallout. I mean, he's been on 25 episodes of Invincible. And then I guess he was on The Righteous Gemstones. I didn't know that. Baby Billy Freeman was his character in that. Looks like that has come to an end. I had a friend of mine play a reenactor in that series at one time. Let's see here. Luckiest Man in America. George and Tammy, another TV series. That one, hilarious. He played Peanut Montgomery in George and Tammy, about George Jones and Tammy Wynette. Fat Man. He played the skinny man in the movie Fat Man. L.A. Confidential, he was in that. Just been in so many. I didn't realize he appeared in The Big Bang Theory. Vice Principals is mentioned. The Hateful Eight, where he played Sheriff Chris Mannix, going back in the day. And if we go way down, we can see some of his work when he first got to Tinseltown. Goes back to 1990, where he was in the movie Murder in Mississippi, a TV movie. And then he was, look, not bad, because back in the early 1990s, Beverly Hills 90210 was about as hot as it got there on the Fox TV network. And he appeared as Walt Goggins there on the credit in the role of Mike on a episode of Beverly Hills 90210. And then in the South, I guess he found his way to Covington, Georgia, as he was on In the Heat of the Night for a episode of that. Just so many appearances through the years. He was in Major League, back to the minors, playing Billy Downtown Anderson. Yeah, he's been a busy guy since the 1990 year came upon us. Walton Goggins, a soaring Southern actor. And look for him in a lot more stuff. Look for him pitching Walmart goods in a bigger way than what you may have already seen. Again, born in Birmingham and then raised in the Atlanta area. And he is soaring, and we are glad for that. So check it out. Now, don't forget to check us out. Don't forget that you can always like, share, and subscribe to the show that's all about the South. Keep watching and keep looking out for old Walton on a small screen, big screen, or a medium screen near you soon. I'm Jon Rawl. Thanks for tuning in.